Good day to all, you are on the GHZ Player channel. In today's video, we will go explore the exciting world of everyone's favorite Poppy Playtime. This time, we are waiting for the long-awaited continuation of Chapter 4. Let's turn on the free camera and look behind the scenes to find out what secrets the developers have hidden from our eyes. So sit back, make some tea, and let's get started, and we will start with the very first scene, where Poppy unobtrusively nods to us so that we get off the platform. Once she does this, she starts to climb up to save Kissy Missy, but before she gets halfway, the platform suddenly stops and Poppy hangs in a T-shaped pose. After going a little further, we come across a hole in the wall, through which a view of a deep cave opens up. However, if you fly there with a free camera, it turns out that these are just 3 giant pictures, located one after another. Behind the next door, a huge dump of toys will be waiting for us, and if we turn on the light and activate the camera, it will become obvious that the dump is much larger than you can see during a normal walkthrough. Wandering around this place, we will notice Kissy Missy's hand, and if we look there with the camera, it turns out that her model is really there, and what's more, it is not damaged. You can also see her in this place, where when the player approaches, she instantly teleports and shows her hand. At the same moment, a small animal will appear on the truck, growl and after a while disappear right before the player's eyes. At the end of the dump, the player will be blinded by a bright light, and at that moment, many hags will start appearing off screen in huge numbers and rushing to attack. After completing a simple quest, we will be allowed to enter a strange room resembling a safe, where a doctor will contact us. Although the screen will shake and sway, giving the impression that the train is rushing forward, in reality the train will simply stand still. Once in the prison block, in order to proceed further, you will have to close the animal cell, but if you persistently tug on the door, a bug may occur, due to which it will open again. Also under this camera you can find an unused visual effect, but the most interesting thing in this location is hidden underground. By lowering the camera down, you can see a huge cluster of animals that later teleport to the main map on the doctor's orders to attack you's game. In addition, various unused items are hidden underground. They were probably used in earlier versions of the game. Also in the prison you can find a very interesting item that is found in all parts of the game. It is located in this place, and if you pick it up and throw it often, it will shout the word lemon. After the prison, we will find ourselves in this place, where through one of the doors you can see fragments of other locations. In one of the rooms, we will be introduced to a new enemy, Yarnabi.
It's supposed to be inside a dark safe, but it actually jumps out of the wall. A little further we'll notice Yarnaby out of the corner of our eye. But a full-fledged meeting with him will take place in this room. However, in addition to him, another character, Dowie, will appear here. Although at this moment only his hand is visible, if you fly there with the camera you can see how unnaturally he had to twist his body to stick his hand through the ventilation. By the way, in the moment with the arson, you don't have to wait until the UV, but just shoot a couple of times in the right place and immediately skip this. If Yarnaby catches you, the game almost always teleports you to a fixed location, and the moment of death from the side looks like this. After passing through the ventilation in the server room, Yarnaby will appear behind us again, and this time, in order to remain unnoticed, I had to pull his head into his body quite a bit. During the chase, Dowie can be found off-screen, kindly extending his hand through the textures, showing us the right way. If you somehow catch the bug and end up behind Yarnaby, you can see how he calmly walks to the door, tugging at it, and then sharply accelerates back, and if you happen to be in his way at that moment, he will immediately catch you. Next, I'd like to show you what's interesting hidden behind the game area. Here you can find the bare hands that Dowie uses, one of which shows that she's doing well. In addition, there are many dogs in different poses, which later teleport to the main map as you progress through the game. And of course, here you can Dowie himself, as well as a good old lemon. Now let's move on to the Sniffer fight between Dinosaurus and Dowie. If you want to explore the game behind the scenes or just play around with different features, I present to you a modification for all parts of Poppy Playtime, as well as other games that you can find on my boost. In addition, tomorrow we'll release the first version of a universal free camera that supports many projects on the Unreal Engine 5, so if you are interested, I'll be waiting for you on the boost. After getting acquainted, we'll need to follow him, watching how he appears and disappears, and a little later he will turn into a bridge, and this is how it looks from the outside. After getting acquainted, we'll need to follow him, watching how he appears and disappears, and a little later he will turn into a bridge, and this is how it looks from the outside. Well, finally, let's move on to the scene where we will be shown the shadow of the prototype. Unfortunately, the developers clearly don't want to reveal its appearance, so instead of a full-fledged model, only a shadow is used here. If you dive behind the map in this place, you can notice an interesting fog effect. To be honest, it's not entirely clear why it's here, because the player won't be able to see it. If you like the video and would like to see a sequel, then write about it in the comments.